I forgot my intro. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at old sketchbooks from middle school, and I think this is high school, but I tried to find a date and I couldn't, but I remember, I think I was in high school when I drew these. So we're going to look through those, just reminisce, and see what I was drawing like 10-15 years ago. If you would like more information about being a full-time artist, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when I post a new video. Alright, let's just get started. I'm gonna reposition you this way so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's go. So we have 3 sketchbooks here. I think I'm gonna start with the binder first because I think that was my earliest drawings. Okay, first of all, look at these Lisa Frank stickers. I love it so much. Look, it even has a panda all the way back then. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think this was mainly like my reference binder. So I was obsessed with Full Moon. Final Fantasy X-2 was like my ultimate obsession. Final Fantasy X and X-2 was like my life. So I have just a bunch of reference photos. I can remember going to school and like actually practicing this dance, this opening movie, and like showing my workshop teacher. That was the best. Coming up with a title for something. There we go. Final Fantasy, Sailor Moon. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I can remember, it says, just be true to yourself. Can you read that? She is. I remember wanting to draw all of the Sailor Scouts naked for some reason and you can see I don't draw the hands or feet at all because I just couldn't do it. So I hid it in blankets. Mercury. I tried harder with Mercury. Look at the hands. I didn't cover them up, but the feet I still did with the fabric. The blanket. No idea where her spine is. It's not existent, but I thought it was pretty. But I remember being super proud of myself with this eye. I really loved that. Mermaid Melody, Peachy Peachy Peach. I was obsessed with this as well. Oh gosh, okay, so these are all just like references that I printed out. Oh, Ultramaniac! Oh my gosh, I love that as well. I need to get to the drawings though. Oh, okay, here are all the animes. Also video games that I was obsessed with, and me and my friends would like have characters for each of us. So Kingdom Hearts, I was Kairi and Jasmine. I don't know what that means. Final Fantasy X, I was Yuna. Final Fantasy X-2, Yuna. Chobits, I was Sumomo. Love Hina, Shinobu. Oh My Goddess, Belle Dandy. Zelda, Naboru. Super Smash Bros, Kirby. Pokemon, Pikachu. All. I don't know, why do I keep saying all? I don't know what that means. Oh my gosh, I love this list though. This was like my childhood. This is what I was obsessed with. Cut this out for some reason. Oh gosh, okay. This is my friend's artwork, Nina, my best friend. I was obsessed with how she drew characters and stuff. I was just so jealous that she had like this style. Like you knew it was her drawings. And she was so good at it. Oh gosh. I think this is me and my previous boyfriend, JJ. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. I wish they were dated. Oh yes. Oh, I'm so glad I found this. Okay, so this is also another drawing of Nina's, my best friend, and she came over after school one day and me and my twin were hungry, so we wanted to cook something. So we ended up cooking garlic toast in the toaster oven, and it caught on fire. And I didn't know what to do, so I just went over to the sink and I was like running my hands under the water because I knew that water would eliminate the flames, but I also knew that it was electric and that you weren't supposed to do that, so I didn't know what to do. And then Mel was like, just shut it off, and she like closed the door so that the air couldn't get to it. And Nina went into our living room and just was like spazzing out. So this is kind of a recreation, but with a pot. So there's me, my twin Mel, and my best friend Nina flipping out in the living room. Okay. Alright, so here's a drawing that I did. Oh gosh, I think this was me and my twin wanted to create an anime where we were all like really good at a certain sport, and tennis was my sport. So I think this was me trying to do a cool pose with tennis. And also my little chibi. Oh yeah. So this is me and my best friend Roxanne in the 10-2 outfits singing. And I remember being really proud of it, but look at those arms. We were really beefy. Oh, I did a workshop, I think it was Mark Crilly, before he created his YouTube channel. And he came to a local library and taught us how to draw anime. So I took that class. I think this was him. It doesn't have a name, but yeah, I did that. Sailor V! I was obsessed with Sailor Venus. She is my favorite scout. So I guess I just wanted to draw her. This is a made-up staff with all the hearts and everything. Some more Sailor Moon. I really liked Cosmos in the manga, and I loved her outfit, so I just copied some pictures from the manga. Oh, this is part of the workshop, I remember. He gave us like this super hard cardstock paper to draw on, so this was me drawing anime characters based off of the workshop. Oh boy, look at that ear. It's so tiny. Oh, this is a comic I started. This is me with my highlighted hair. It says, "Hi, I'm Brittany, but everyone calls me Brit. I'm 16 and love video games. I have a twin, Melanie, and older sister, Kylie. I have lots of friends, but Lexi, one of them, is sleeping over tonight." And I did like little chibis. Me losing a video game, me pushing over my sister. And then this is me meeting up with my friend. It says I was 16, but this definitely is like my middle school folder, so I don't know where this came from. Oh man, okay, so here we go. I remember taping this to the window and tracing it. But I was so happy to do it, like it was just so pretty. And then I tried to draw them by myself. So what I actually remember doing is I would look at a reference for the faces, and then I try to draw the bodies myself because of fan fiction, and I wanted to have them in different worlds and situations and stuff. So this was actually from a fanfic. First of all, that spelling, Chiron. I love that so much. Okay, little shy boy. So this is my fanfic where Sakura was like a maid, and then she had to dress up as a princess, and they like fell in love, and he was a prince or something like that. I vaguely remember it. Yeah, here she is, princess form, which is basically Yuna's wedding dress, and then her maid form. Kind of like the Cinderella story, but with Cardcaptor Sakura. And there's Tamio in the back. She's waving. I actually think me and my friend Nina posted this on fanfiction.net and like we would trade off writing every chapter. That was a lot of fun. Of course, oh, I love doing these. What I would do is I'd do like collages of things that I liked. So obviously Final Fantasy X-2 I was obsessed with, so I just found images that I liked, traced them, started coloring this one. Oh god, that was a lot of fun. Same with this. I would just find art that like I really liked and I would just copy it. This I tried to not trace, as you could tell. It's the famous 10-2, you know, poster, title, that pose. Little chibi songstress. I will love you forever. I still am obsessed with the hopeless romantic love story, can't be together. And Belle Dandy! Oh gosh, I love these. So I definitely traced these, but I love it so much. Belle Dandy, oh my goddess. We were obsessed with the movie at the time. I think it was just called Oh My Goddess, the movie. But yeah, me, Mel, my twin, and my friend Nina would just watch it all the time. We even would, I don't know if you guys did this, but we would take music that we had, set up a CD player next to the TV and mute the TV and then play the music in the CD player to scenes of a movie or a video game so that we could add our own music. So we did that with Oh My Goddess, and we had Linkin Park. We played Linkin Park to the action scenes in Oh My Goddess, and we would keep trying to like play at a certain time so that it would go super well, and if it was like 1 second off, we'd start over. We also did that with Final Fantasy X. I remember putting Avril Lavigne to the kissing scene, and that was a lot of fun. We always had to find like a save point right before a big cutscene so we could go back, find music to put to it, and then play the cutscene. I don't know if anybody else did that. That was a lot of fun. We spent so much time doing that. I started doing a Final Fantasy X collage, but I guess I never finished. Another one of Nina's drawings. I remember she would get like fashion magazines from her mom, so she would take a lot of inspiration from that, and I thought that was so cool. PlayStation magazine, but I remember I saved this because of 10-2, obviously. And then I like wanted to cosplay, so I started gathering a bunch of reference stuff. Yeah, and then these are all the references that I used. So this is dated 2003, when I printed these. So I was 13. So this definitely was like middle school. I don't know where that high school drawing came from. But that's when I really started to get into like anime and video games and just became obsessed. Okay, this next one I think was like my fan fiction sketchbook. So this one, it is dated 2003. So I was 13 when I started this. And here we go. Oh my gosh, okay. So it's kind of, it flips vertically, but in the top page I taped 1,000 words from Final Fantasy X-2, and it's the lyrics, and I was obsessed with it, and I tried to use it whenever I could in school projects. And this is, I remember being inspired by Mermaid Melody, Peachy Peachy Peach. You guys saw this drawing earlier. And the trapped feeling. This was when I was getting very angsty. Hi. Getting. I put like quotes here. I guess this is from Nina. If beauty causes me pain, I want nothing to do with it. Please let me go. Please let me see him one more time. That's what it says down right here. You can see me. So this obviously was some story about forbidden love, being captured. That was my favorite. So this is just a simple rose. It says love. I was obsessed with love, hope, and faith. That was like my phrase back then. Beauty. Oh, okay. I remember this. This was like a series of flowers that I wanted to do based off of words, I guess. And I would do this flower on everything. My schedule, my notes, because it was just a simple doodle that I could do while I listened to my professor and not really pay attention. But I can remember like filling up pages of just this flower. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Okay, so this is a fan fiction. Blech. This is a fan fiction of Final Fantasy X, or X-2. And it's Yuna, Titus, and Seymour. And it says, "Please don't. He didn't do anything. I'm the one you want." I think this is Yuna talking. "Please, I'm begging you." And then this is Seymour. "I know he didn't do anything, but he loves you, and I'm the only one that can love you. Dun dun dun. Please, no, stop." So, and then Titus, "I love you." Oh, he got stabbed. That's what it is. So they're both like captured by Seymour and beaten up. You can see by her tattered clothes, but her boobs are obviously covered and her non-existent hips. And oh my gosh, wait, does she have shoes on? Wait, yeah, she has shoes on. Look at those little laces. I drew shoes. Anyway, yeah, I think the story was they both got captured. They both were very beat up, and because Seymour would only allow Yuna to have one love, he had to kill Titus. So she had to watch Seymour stab Titus. This is brutal, guys. I'm sorry. This was me, 2013. Oh yeah, I remember I did like an angel series where it's called A Hidden Angel. So only in certain light could you see their wings. Focus, please. You can tell I definitely got inspiration from Yuna with the lace-up boots and the skirt and stuff. Love. This is just like a doodle page. Love never wears out. Love is precious. Hold on to it. Love can't live without it. Love never ends no matter what happens. I was obsessed with love, guys. I was definitely wanting my Prince Charming. Oh, these are eyes. If you can't tell, eyes and a nose. These are the eyebrows. So what I was doing, it was like a scene, so you like have this close-up of her face, and then you zoom out and she's alone on this beach. "I'm waiting here for you." I think this was taken from Final Fantasy VIII, that opening. But she's alone on the beach in the waves. Her dress is getting wet. Look at those arms, though. I tried really hard, though, and I remember just look at that hair, too. I just noticed that. It's like frozen hair that's blowing in the wind. Oh, it continues. "I'll be waiting." Yeah, I think this was definitely inspired by Final Fantasy VIII. At least I started drawing hands now, though. I didn't do them very well, but I wasn't hiding them in sheets. Oh, here we go again with Titus and Yuna. "Will I ever see you again?" That's what it says up here. So I would always write like quotes from the fanfic or scene. Oh, and then they kiss. They kiss! So they're alone on this beach. She's a princess, I guess. He was some sort of maybe servant or prince, and they were forbidden. They couldn't see each other, so they met secretly on this beach. She has a tear in her eye. So sad, so bittersweet. That was my favorite. Still is my favorite. Continuing the Secret Angel series, she was a little more like spunky with the pigtails, peace sign. Look at that peace sign. I didn't just have the hands holding her shoulders. I tried to draw the peace sign. I love that. And the bell bottoms. That was the style. Belly shirt. Hand on the hip. That's a really good hand. Another Final Fantasy X fanfic, Titus, Yuna. Somehow they like rolled down this hill and landed like this. The typical anime scene. Hearts pounding, blushes, flowers everywhere. And then maybe they kiss. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, I remember really liking this one, another Angel series, because I added 2 more lights to continue the wings, the hidden wings. The Angel of Sound. Again, inspiration from 10-2, when Yuna transforms, you know, with the ruffles and the lace-up shoes. This was the life, just coming up with the random things. Oh, I remember really being so proud of this one, too. I don't know why I drew this girl. I don't know. She's some sort of princess in a very extravagant room with the chandelier and the wardrobe on a settee. Is that what you call it? The couch thing. But I just remember being so proud of how this came out with her dress, even though it's not detailed at all, and her shoe, ballet shoe. I don't know what it was about, but I remember being proud of it. Oh boy. Love is always in your heart. She is lying down, I say in parentheses. Because I remember I was so proud of this one that I showed my dad. And he started laughing. And he was like, is she being electrocuted? And I remember getting really sad about it. I was like, no, she's lying down and her hair is in the shape of a heart. That's what I drew. And then I tried to draw like her legs through the fabric. Or like the wrinkles, because her legs are there. But I kept erasing it because I couldn't get it right. But I remember being so proud of it, showing my dad, and then being upset. Aww. Good job, young Brit. You just drew what you wanted. Playful is what you need to live. Oh, I need to like live by my younger quotes. I don't know where I got these quotes, if they're from me or a book or something. She's also lying down though. I remember looking at I think a fashion magazine with Nina and being inspired by that. But the typical hand on the forehead because it's sunny and the winky face. So good. So good. Oh, this was my favorite. This is another Final Fantasy X fanfic. Beat up, tortured. So it says, all these memories we had, I will never forget them. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. It's okay, forget it. Say, do you want to hook up sometime? Okay, so these are all memories that he's remembering because she's like dying. I just don't know what to think. Cry, kiss. Do you take ... as your wife? I do. Kiss. Oh, they got married. Blank. Don't worry. I'm gonna get you out of here. Or I'm gonna get you off here. I even read that. I love my spelling. I knew what I was trying to say. Don't worry, I'm gonna get you of here. Out. Out, Brit. Promise me that we'll be together forever, no matter what happens. I promise. I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise because now you're gone. Sob. Oh, the sadness, the pain of their romance not coming true. I think I remember the fanfic was he went to go save her from Seymour, but he was too late. I think that's what it was. And I was also inspired by, I found it. It's in the other folder, but I was inspired by this sketch by, I don't know who it was, but it's of Titus rescuing Yuna after her failed marriage from Seymour. So I was very much inspired by that. Oh, I remember this one. I remember sketching this outside and having, so this was off of Dia and Angel, the manga, and it says, whenever I think of him, I transform. That was like the thing for Dia and Angel, right? Whenever he thought of the girl or something, he transformed. Was that it? I can't quite remember, but I remember, like, I think it was one of the covers that I just turned into a girl. It was like, whenever I think of him, I transform into this fiery goddess. But I remember being super proud of this one. Another hidden angel that I guess I didn't finish. Has a very jasmine-y feel to it. Oh, I definitely remember this one because I was so proud of it. So I think it was from some video game or some guide or magazine that I found, and I like copied the body, changed her face, I think, and I remember being just so proud of it that I would open it to this page in art class and just like leave it out in my desk so people would walk by and see it. Like praying and hoping that somebody would comment on it. I don't think anybody did, but I was so happy just to like have it there, craving the attention of an artist. Well, another sad love scene. I love you. And they're both crying and somehow they can't be together. And the cherry or no, those aren't cherry blossoms. Those are fall leaves, I think. I don't know what it's from. I definitely copied a pose from somewhere, but I can't remember where. 2003, Peter Pan was my all-time favorite. I was obsessed with Peter Sumter. He was my crush at the time. So of course I drew Wendy and Peter Pan. Come away where you'll never have to worry about grown-up things again. Never is an awfully long time. Yep. So good. If you guys haven't seen that version of Peter Pan, I highly recommend it. I know I probably am obsessed with it just for nostalgia reasons, but I love it to death. I saw it like 2 or 3 times in the theaters. Oh, Final Fantasy VIII. I will always be there to catch you. Just a copy of the picture. I would do that. I'd find like pictures that I really liked and I would just copy it because I liked it. And I think that's okay. And then of course Sailor Moon and Damien or Tuxedo Mask, Mamoru, I forget his Japanese name. Stay with me forever. This obviously was just a copy of one of the manga pictures. Oh, and another picture that I found that I really liked, so I tried drawing it, but then I ended up just kept erasing it. This was the last page with the power of love. I drew Sailor Moon, Chibi Moon. I remember really liking this because it was like 2 characters, lots of different things going on, the wings and the hair. I spent a long time on this one. There's one more. I started drawing this picture with all of the Sailor Scouts because I got inspired because I drew them from here. Of course, I needed to draw the other Scouts. So that was Brit in 2003, 2004. Oh, one of my favorite sketchbooks because it just shows what I was obsessed with. Forbidden Love, fanfiction, Final Fantasy X, 10-2, Titus and Yuna. Oh, I just noticed there's writing on the back. You can barely see it, but it says, show your true feelings. Oh, good job, Brit. You should always show your true feelings.